guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to continue on with my top 5 series. Today I wanted to share with you all my top 5 favorite drugstore palettes, eyeshadow palettes. So I know there's a lot of different drugstore palettes out there, but these are the ones that I really enjoy. They're not, I'm sure that everybody's going to enjoy these, but these are the ones that I truly enjoy, and you'll kind of see why after you start seeing. There's a little bit of a color scheme going on here. So the first one I want to share with you all is the Wet n Wild, and it is the Comfort Zone palette. So of course everybody has seen the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. It's like one of the icon palettes that you can see all over YouTube. So there's the colors that come in it. This color here at the bottom is probably my favorite color out of all of them. And everybody says it looks like Max Brown Blue or something like that, I believe they say. I don't have that particular shade, but this shade here by itself is amazing. It looks just like, when you put it on, it has an iridescence so that it looks brown and then it looks blue. It's just gorgeous. It's a very gorgeous shade. So if you have not seen this palette yet, or if you have not picked one up yet, I do highly recommend it. It's amazing, especially for drugstore. Not just drugstore. I mean, I have some high-end palettes that don't even perform as well as this one does. And you cannot beat the price. The other one that I really, really enjoy from the drugstore is this Jessies Girl. And it's the Jessies Girl's Backstage Collection. And the one I have is Natural Nudes. So I'll show you what it looks like. Take the little thing out. So there's what the palette looks like itself. It's really, really pretty. I'll swatch a couple of them here for you. So there's some of the shades I'm swatching right here. All of the shades in here are very pigmented and quite gorgeous. So there's the swatches I just did. Some of them are a little powdery, but the powder dusts off just fine. So you'll find that with a lot of high pigmented powders, eyeshadows, that they do have a little bit of a powdery texture to them. But you just dust that off and there's no problem. So yeah, this one's a really, really good one. My favorite shade in this one is this right here. And I'll do a little swatch of it. And there it is. It's like a red. It's like a peachy, reddish, I don't know. It's just gold. It's gorgeous. It's like a bronze. It's like all different colors that I really, really love. I see a little pink. I see a little bronze. I see a little peach. It's another one of those, again, that's like an iridescent where it kind of changes a little bit and depending upon the light. I really, really like that shade. So this is another one that's a really good palette, and I picked mine up at Rite Aid, and I think it was like $5.99 or something like that, so it's very reasonable. So that is another really, really great one. The next one is something that I actually purchased online, but I'm pretty sure that I think you can buy these in store now, but don't quote me on that. And it is the e.l.f. Prism palette. And it looks like this. The Prism eyeshadows. And the shadows themselves look like this. There's the shadows. And I'll give you a couple swatches of these. These are gorgeous too. So there's the swatches, what they look like. Do you see how metallic they look? They almost look like they're foiled. They look like foiled eyeshadows. So there's the swatches I just did. Do you see? They almost look like foiled shadows, honestly. And you can use these wet or dry. They'll get, of course, more intense if you use them wet. But using them dry, they're fantastic. I do have that on my center lid, the center part of my eye today. I have this shade here. There's no shade names on them, I don't think, no. I have this shade right here on my center lid. So, again, another fantastic palette. And I think this is like $6. So another fantastic palette. And the money like that you're spending on these, you are getting a fantastic deal. You are getting a fantastic deal. The next one is the more expensive palette that they sell at the drugstore. This one, I got it for $20. But it's really, really good. And I think it's worth the price because of how many shadows you get in the palette. And it is the L'Oreal Palette Nude 1. I had to think. I have both of them. I prefer the 1 over the 2. The 2 has a little bit more purples in it, which I normally like purples because my eyes are green, and purple really helps make your eyes look more green. But here's what this one looks like. It's quite gorgeous. And I'll do a couple swatches of this also. So we'll just go right down the row here. And here's some swatches of that. And I'll put them on my arm. And again, see, you'll see that this is even a little powdery. But that's, to me, I have no problem dealing with a palette that's powdery. The problem I have is when it has no pigmentation. When you have to build and build and build, I don't want to do that. I want to put it on and I want to be able to blend it out and then I'm done. If there's a little powder to dust away, that's not a problem. When you have to keep building with an eyeshadow because it has no pigmentation, then it's a no-go for me. So the ones that are highly pigmented, I think all 4 of those are completely highly pigmented. The next one is, or the last one, is another Wet n Wild palette. It is the Wet n Wild Petal Pusher. And this is another one that gets talked about a lot on YouTube. And it looks like that. And I'll show you my favorite color in here, and that is the purple one. Again, because I really, really like purples. Oh, that swatch didn't do so well. Do a little bit again. I really like purple, and this one's just a great accent color, a great accent color to wear on your eyes. This pink is also really, really nice, and it has more of an iridescence. So the pink one, you can almost use that as a highlight also. It's gorgeous. Those palettes are all fantastic. I do recommend if you check into any of them, I would definitely check into the Wet n Wild because the price on them is fantastic. And both of these palettes are amazing. And then if you are interested in the e.l.f. one, I think you can get that at Target possibly. But I know you can get it at elf.com, or e.l.f. whatever it is, online. So this is another fantastic one. They have other Prism shadows in this line that are different colors, but this one here is my favorite because I really like the nudes. And then the Jessies Girl, they have 2 palettes also that are in this series, but I really, really like this one, which is the natural nudes. Again, now do you see the little, I'm really into the nude colors. I really love the nudes. And then of course the L'Oreal palette Nude 1 is another fantastic one, and you can pretty much pick that one up anywhere now too. And they have, I think now 3 in this line. So any of these are fantastic and you'll love them. I do have to throw in one more palette that I just recently purchased, and I'm enjoying it so much that I have to share it with you all because it is drugstore price. You cannot purchase it at a drugstore, but it is drugstore price. So I want to share it with you all, and it is the BH Cosmetics Curly Bible palette. It is fantastic. If you want a palette that has a lot of the rose golds, and then the golds, and then it's got some highlights in here for you, this is the one you want to look at. It is fantastic. This color right here is what I'm wearing on the outer part of my eye today. I love it. It swatches beautifully. It wears beautifully. This right here, the highlight, is what I have on my cheekbones today, and it looks like this. There's the highlight. It's just, you cannot beat these colors, and I think this is only like $12 on BH Cosmetics online shopping site, I believe. So I will leave probably the pricing below here so you know how much it is. But they're always having sales on BH Cosmetics, so if you were interested in anything from BH Cosmetics, I definitely would check it out. Their shipping was fast. I had no problem getting my product. So I think all of these palettes here, you can't go wrong with any of these because they're really, really good. But this is my top 5 and a bonus one. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, and leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite palette is from the drugstore. Maybe I should check that one out also. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful day.